What can you tell us about CDN 60?
Let's see. That's spoiling too much. I can tell you there's some fun scenes with Styles, Lydia, and Jackson. That it's an awkward reunion at first. That's all I'll tell you.
Okay, thank you.
What else?
We get a glimpse of Maya and Scott in the...
Malia and Scott, yes.
What was the decision to do that? Because that kind of came out of left field.
I think it comes out of left field because you guys don't see the progression in the season. It's a trailer moment for sure, but you'll see how it grows. And it was really me sitting around with the writers saying, all right, what relationships have we not explored here? And what would be meaningful as opposed to just throwing two people together? You know, and we sort of tested it out in 6A, a few different moments, and you'll see where it goes. I like it. It's one of the more interesting, for me it was a fun relationship to play this season. So, and it has a nice picture. They're really good together, Shelley and Tyler. They love working together, so we'll see if the audience likes it. At a certain point, you can't worry about what the audience is going to say. You have to sort of go with your own gut on writing these things.
What can you tell us about the villain for 6B?
The villain is very mysterious. There's always two villains in Teen Wolf, I say. One is the brute force villain, and one is the intellectual villain. So the brute force villain is the mystery, and that villain capitalizes on fear. The other one is played by Sibangle, and she is phenomenal. She is utterly wonderful and a beautiful human being and a joy to work with, and I think she really relished playing a villain role. And she is a villain you understand. You completely understand her motivation. Those are the best villains to play and write, I think. The ones who clearly come from a place of well, if I was in her situation, I might do the same thing, or I might have the same anger. And she is a new hunter who Gerard sort of takes under her wing. Sees a certain bit of raw natural talent in her. And it is a kind of rise of the new hunters in Beacon Hills. So Scott and his friends become pariahs again. They become outcasts, and we'll see how they do.
So we know Derek is coming back.
Yes.
Is there any chance that we'll know more about Braden or their relationship?
I'll say Megan was one of the few people that I couldn't get back this season that I wanted to. There was a point where we were reaching out to her managers, and her managers were saying she's not available this week or this week, but she might be available for 2 days here. And Megan was texting me saying, no, that's not true. I'm actually available all this week and that week. And I was like, it's too late now. Oh my God. So it's because she's on another show, and she's been doing great. She's been doing really well. I love Megan Tandy, and I hope I can hire her. We can work together on something else. She's such a good person and such a good friend. So unfortunately, she and a couple others, because of scheduling conflicts, couldn't come back. Like, I wish I could have gotten my hands on Daniel Sharman and dragged him back up from Mexico, where he was shooting Fear the Walking Dead, to do at least one scene for us. But it's hard. They're all talented people who are working.
If you could describe how fans will feel after watching the final episode in just one word, what do you think that would be?
Satisfied. When I watched the last scene, I thought to myself, okay, this feels like a series finale, because and that's one of the hardest things to do as a writer, is like wrap things up in a very satisfying way. Doing the season finales were always extremely stressful for me because I was trying to wrap so many storylines up, but the last scene of the show feels like a really good ending to the series. It carries forward, mostly because it carries forward the message of the show. So you'll see. Maybe you'll tell me you were completely wrong. That was absolute
I'm unsatisfied.
shit. I am entirely unsatisfied.
And if you could bring one character back to life out of the whole show's history, who would you bring back?
That's easy, Jennifer. I'll freely admit it was a mistake to kill her off. So Also because Haley is such a good person, and she's one of those people you want to bring back to set because you enjoy having her there because she's such good entertainment, such a good actor. What else?
Is there anything you can tell us about the new anthology?
That's still very much very new in talks, but it would be something similar to like the way you listen to S-Town or Homecoming. I'm still talking to Chris McCarthy, the new president, about it, and talking to podcast producers. I think it could be really fun. I love the podcasts actually myself. If you listen to them, really, I was listening to one on the way down here, and it's addictive. So it's a fun way to do a different style of story. So it's like radio dramas, and you can't. I listen to audiobooks all the time, and I didn't read the Harry Potter books. I listened to Jim Dale narrate them, and they're amazing. If you've loved the Harry Potter books, go listen to them.
And in the whole show's history, whether alive or dead, or whether they were ever together or not, who are two people you think would have been great together or should be together as a couple?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I wonder. Come back to me on that. I'll give you my email. Later tonight, I'll say to myself, "Oh my God, why didn't I say this?"
Yeah.
I don't have a Twitter. I could do that. Yes. Wrapping up. All right, I'm done with you guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Nice to see you all.